after all the dramatic events of our Parsha, after the reunion with Esav, after the events of Dinah and Shem, at the end we get to the litany of the Eila Toldot Esav, Esav's progeny. Tucked away in this section is a very small piece which actually speaks volumes about our relationship to Eretz Yisrael. We're told that Esav, ויקח עשיו את נשיו ואת בניו ואת בנותיו ואת כל נפשות ביתו ואת מקנהו ואת כל בהמתו ואת כל קניינו אשר רכש בארץ כנען וילך אל ארץ מפני יעקב אחיו. That Esav picks up and he takes all of his family and he leaves. He goes to Eretz. He goes to a different land because of Yaakov. כי היה רכושם רב משבט יחדיו, ולא יכלה ארץ מגוריהם לשאת אותם מפני מקניהם. Because they had too much property, they couldn't share the land. This obviously brings us back. It's very reminiscent of the language of Lot and Abraham also splitting. Vayeshev Abraham b'har Seir, and so Vayeshev Esav b'har Seir, Esav settles in Har Seir. Again, the language here, the formula of Vayikach, of taking family and then traveling, and then Vayeshev is one we're familiar with. It brings us back to Abraham. It brings us back to Lot. It even brings us back to Terach, prior to Abraham. The difference, however, between Abraham and Esav here is that Abraham, when he arrives in Eretz Yisrael, he also vayikach, he also takes, and he also vayetze, he leaves his land, and he arrives, but he doesn't immediately vayeshev, he doesn't settle. Esav, it's easy, vayeshev b'har seir. Esav moves and he settles. That's what's supposed to happen. You leave a place, you arrive at a new place, you settle. But we see that it's a little harder for Abraham. It takes him longer to settle when he moves. It says, Mipnei Yaakov Achiv, Esav is moving on account of his brother. Rashi here quotes a powerful midrash, which says, Mipnei Yaakov Achiv, Mipnei Shtar Chov, Shel Gzeirat Kiger Yezaracha. He moved because of the burden of the decree that you will be strangers in a foreign land, of Brit Bein HaBetarim. Amar li elech li mikan, ein li chelek, lo b'matana shenetzna lo ha'aretz hazot, v'lo b'peram shtar chov. Esav decides, I'm going to leave. I'm not going to take a part in this. I'm not receiving the gift of Eretz Yisrael, but I also don't need to take on the responsibility of Eretz Yisrael. And that, I think, is an insight that Esav has, that actually Esav shares with us when he leaves Eretz Yisrael, that really he's able to leave and he's able to settle in a different land. And the truth is, he's not wrong. Eretz Yisrael comes with a shtar chov. It comes with a huge responsibility. It didn't come easily to Abraham. It didn't come easily to Yaakov. It hasn't come easily to subsequent generations. Biblical Jews, rabbinic Jews, medieval Jews, modern Jews. Eretz Yisrael has never come easily to us. But the other side of it, as Esav says in the language of Rashi, is that it's a matana. If you don't have a part in the responsibility of taking Eretz Yisrael, you also don't have part of the matana. So we, the progeny of Yaakov, are privileged to be part of the shtar chov, part of the responsibility, but also part of the matana, also part of the gift.